Hello everybody, Trekkie here with another episode of Trekkie Plays Minecraft. Today we are going to be building ourselves the main streets, the main roads for our magical city. As you can see, I've clearly not worked any on this at all. I just not been having the time. I've with the reformed my computer the other day, and then just been trying to clear area I cleared over there and amongst other things in real life. Real life does play a part in this on occasion. So yeah, it's been difficult, but it'll get done. It'll get done, especially as more we add to it. Today we'll be not only doing the road. Of course, it may be minus the coal bricks. I'm still trying to get enough to finish this middle area. It takes a while to build them up. It takes a while, so that's a work in progress, we can say. Um, Today we're also going to be adding the main energy conduits, the magical power lines that'll go down the main street. So that's important too. That'll allow us to power our entire city with Ars Magica power as needed. So that'll be important. And after we get done the main roads, which will be only be going west and south of this big place. North will be the like the government building, the government castle kind of thing. East is going to be the docks, so there's really no need to plug in any giant roads for those, at least not yet. So mainly today we're going to be working west to get our road system done so that we have an idea of what to expect for it. Of course, I'm going to have to clear south. Clearing, so much fun. So much fun. Not really. But let's get started. I've already mapped out where I would like the basic road to be functioning. It's not just going to be a big, solid, massive, wide bit of coal. No, it's going to have a dividing median that's going to have grass and stuff. So it's going to look nice, I think. So let's get started just digging. Of course, it works a lot better if it doesn't go all the way down. Luckily, the shovel allows me to do it really quick. Of course, I have plugged up some caves over here. This whole area has been nothing but a big giant piece of Swiss cheese when it comes to cave systems going from the surface. And luckily, it looks like this is going to lead us just right past our spawning system up here, so that's cool. Yes, right in front of the door. So we lucked out on that. Had I put it like just 2 blocks to the left, it would have ran right into this building. So I think this is a lucky, a really lucky, happening. And of course, we could just go back. Hello, friend. Hello. Just gonna fly over there because it's quicker. I guess I've determined by now that the fly isn't so cheaty. It is an Ars Magica spell, so I mean, it's not like I didn't find it. I actually found it on camera, so it's not like... So it's completely legitimate. Found it in a random chest. Definitely a useful spell. Probably one of the more useful ones aside from Regeneration and Mage Light that I've used thus far. Shovel's far too effective for its own good. And now, well, we need to see. Let's go back over here. Let's fly on back. See where we got to clear. So, basically 3 again. Wow. Just charge on ahead. The shovel's so awesome. How could you not appreciate that? And of course it's the same on this side. Oh boy. Okay, now that we've gotten more dirt than we really need at this juncture in time, just toss it on the ground because I surely don't need dirt. I have about 6 or 8 double chests full of dirt back in the house, so yeah, I don't really need it. and I just continuously keep getting more as I clear away the areas. Look at all that dirt. Yeah, I get tons of dirt. Lots of cobble too, so we don't need that. Sadly, I was kind of calculating the area needed. If you look at the map up north, yeah, there's going to be plenty of space for a big government building, but I have a feeling that that farmhouse is eventually going to be needed to be moved or relocated. Sadly, but I mean, when you're planning something out and you only have like a visual, like kind of general idea of what you want, it's kind of hard to exactly pinpoint where everything's going to go. Because my ideas as we go forward are always changing. You know, as something develops, like say this develops, you know, suddenly what I want to do near it may be different. Because like, okay, well now this looks this way, so what I had in mind before may not necessarily work. So I'm constantly having to update my ideas, update, you know, my thoughts. So yeah, I think that farmhouse is eventually going to have to move, and that may be for the better. That may end up being for the better. Let's get some of our. Now, same deal here. Don't need that cornered anymore. Basically, these are going to go up the whole way. And we're basically up here is going to be the median, where there might be some more nature, like maybe a couple. Ooh, excuse me, some benches. Uh, you know, some various things. Of course, the power lines for our Ars Magica will be going over there. I think the real difficult part of this entire build is going to be like the corner areas near the big circle, because Minecraft isn't really easy to make buildings that curve too well. Minecraft excels at square buildings. it excels in square, not so much in circular. Oh, that's not exactly how I want it. So it's going to take quite a bit of these stairs to do, but that's okay. Excuse me, damn. Woo, just can't catch a break. Okay, yeah, don't work at all with me. Come on. Come on. Lately, and between the last video and this, when I actually took the time to update all my mods, I'm usually pretty slack with that, but I took the time to actually do it. Now we are running everything current. Well, yeah, oh god damn. Everything's current. We dropped AtmosMobs. Not that it wasn't a good mod or for any real reason. It's just that by the way I judge that the mod works, it only spawns new monsters in places that are unloaded. Kind of like how sheep in your world or cows, you know, when you first explore an area, you know, they're there, and they don't just magically spawn into areas you've already been unless there's some kind of glitch. The same thing with AtmosMobs. So really, the mod didn't benefit us in any size, shape, or form, which is a shame because it added a lot of very atmospheric mods. Well, AtmosMobs, a lot better than Mo creatures, in my personal opinion. Stuff that really just was kind of, Mo creatures. A lot of their creatures in that were just annoying, especially the ogres that would destroy your stuff. I mean, creepers are enough, but ogres would spawn on top of my house and actually just smash their way down through it, and that, I don't want that. Who wants that in their world, you know? Creepers, if they spawn on top of your house, unless they aggro you or near you, they won't explode. But the ogres, they would just start smashing down. And I just wouldn't have that. And I just don't find most of the Mo creatures, monsters, or even their passive creatures, to be really fitting for most general worlds. Like, I mean, they have some cool creatures, don't get me wrong, but ostriches? Maybe the guys from Australia? And I mean, I'm not going to knock them for that. I mean, but as somebody from America, ostriches are just not something that feels natural to me, I guess. I guess it's just kind of a localization thing. Like I said, I'm from the United States, so ostriches don't really feel like a natural mob. We have sheep, we have cows, so and then to suddenly just have ostriches. They seem a little bit more like an exotic creature, I guess you could say. I guess that's the whole point I'm trying to get across is most creatures, like the creatures it gives you, are a little bit more exotic. Perhaps too exotic, in my personal opinion. So they don't really feel as atmospheric. Atmos mobs are kind of stuff like birds, like owls and littler birds, and other stuff that are a little bit more, I'm a little bit more broad in a sense, if that makes any sense to anybody. I need more stone. Just take some. What else do I need anything else while I'm here? No, we're getting back to it. We're getting straight back to it. So you can see I've plugged in my whole field with diamond now, so it'll require 8 stacks of those diamond essences. Ooh, it's laggy over here, isn't it? 8 stacks of those diamond essences to... I'm still going to need to craft it, and I didn't bring a crafting bench. Oh, stupid trick is stupid. Well, you know what? I know I have the means to make a crafting bench over here. At least that bit I planned ahead. I did bring some wood. So, let's do that. Crafting 101 by Trekkie. Make a crafting bench. That factorization thing where you could... the little handheld crafting bench would be useful. I guess also the equivalent exchange 3 little minium stone that you could craft with would also be pretty handy in a situation like this. So, they're nice, but none of the mods I have installed offer anything of that nature, so... And now that I've updated to Thaumcraft, is what, 3.0, 3.0.3 C, the brainy jars only hold 30 levels worth of experience. So when I loaded it back up, the mob grinder was actually on, and I'm like getting 2 frames per second, even when I'm not recording, and I'm like, why am I lagging so badly? I'm just going slow. I was like, why am I lagging this bad? I shouldn't be lagging like this. What's going on here? And turns out that all the experience was all over the ground, so I'm lagging horrifically because of just experience all over the place. And I come to pick it up, and it's like, it's around 30. No, it was actually, I got 51 levels from all the experience just laying on the ground. So yeah, it was pretty laggy. Why didn't you refill that before? Updated inventory tweaks, a whole bunch of things. Most of them were just minor bug fixes, nothing really new. Apparently in the new Thaumcraft version, there was magic mirrors and sort of like a aura storage tool where you could store extra aura magic, or Vs, I guess it would be a more accurate term. Well, I did fairly decent. So there's magic mirrors. What they basically are is like item teleport pipes, I guess you could say, or tesseracts. If you're what mod is that? Is that factorization? Yeah, factorization. It's factorization or thermal expansion. I think it's thermal expansion, which is actually a really cool mod. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think it's thermal. No, I have no fucking clue. I'm pretty sure it's thermal expansion. But either way, it's basically a way to tell you throw an item into it, it comes out the other end. So you basically link 2 mirrors together. So we finished our step ups, and you can see it's 4 wide, so that the roads will be plenty enough, and it still gives us divider median, so that it's not just one big solid black, a little grayish. So that'll look nice, I think. All right, let's work on putting our, y'all know how to make benches, y'all know how to grow grass. Let's work on getting our energy conduits. Yes, place it behind, because that's exactly where I wanted it. Let's get rid of all this crap in our inventory. I made plenty of essence conduits and crystal pillars, which are very expensive. That's 23 diamonds down the drain. Let's see. What did I want to try to make these with? These. Oh, did I not have any extra dirt? Let's take some of this. Gonna need these. Of course, I got my spell book for a little magical particle, some tripwires. Let's see if we can't use them for any design. I kind of like the hooks. They might be interesting. We'll give it a shot at least. Let's see. Crafting bench. Get some wood. Yeah, okay. Don't work with me. Fine. To make stairs. That was. Now I'm just making it worse progressively. It's not working with me. Okay. You know what? What the hell did it do? Oh. And we'll just make the rest into there. We need a general building block. I guess I should have kept some of those dirts, but that's okay. So the first, there's one of them wisps. Gonna have to take care of him. It's difficult. These guys, they attack so quick and they have a knockback. They really need to lose that knockback. That knockback is just ridiculous. And they just fly all over the damn place. Come here, you motherfucker. I mean, did Azanor, when he created those things, he's like, what can I make that's really fucking annoying? And he's like, oh yeah, a flying monster that goes all over the place, is hard to hit, and has a knockback to it. Yeah, I'd say he hit it dead on there, because that's just about the most annoying goddamn thing. Alright. Just about the most annoying goddamn thing I could possibly think of. So the first one is going to need to be 8 blocks, which I've determined to be here. I want them to be 6 blocks high, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the crystal pillar is going to be, or was it 5? Let's see what we could do. We should have brought one of the machines with us to test to make sure it works. Okay, so this, yeah, it's working because you can see this thing turn blue. That means it's actually going to be channeling. And every bit from there, it'll work 10. I think that's just because if it's at an angle. It's only 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double place, so now I have to double check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and this one, it's got to be at the 10th, I'm pretty sure. So actually, they're on top. So crystal pillar, dang, yeah, they're working. Yeah, they're working. Yeah, they're working. All right. 1, 2, 3. It could be difficult. Things don't always want to agree with me. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crystal pillar, thingamajig. Yes, essence conduit. So basically, they're going to be along the line. I'll finish the whole row, and then I'll be back. Alright, I've put up all the conduits. This'll... I still forgot the machine. I wanted to make a special point of going over the Get machine, and I turned the trees to fast for now. It seems to help me give me a few extra frames. I hate fast trees. They're so ugly. They're so blocky. Anyways. Yeah, so we can't just have these things floating here. They're pretty ugly like that. So we're going to have to find some way to dress them up in a way that might look appealing. So I don't need this there now. Let's add these. And some trip wires, maybe. So let's get up here. To the side of these, I wanted to add just simple, effective upside down stairs. And this will still be visible. Yeah, they look kind of weird. Anyways, and something below. Now I chose these colored blocks from Thaumcraft because I think these squares will add a nice bit to it. So let's see what happens if we add these. Can you add these to them? It does not appear to be so. So Tripwire is not adding anything to the game. But they're simple and effective, so we just add some mage lights to them. Let's see. And not only that, but these add power. Making standing lampposts is actually pretty difficult. It could be pretty difficult at times. Especially if you want to make a magical lamppost, there's really no good way to do it. Not with the current. But what happened if we put... Okay, well, we put another one down here. That is directly below, right? And then put more of these down here. And it's like these mage lights were the actual post itself. It's got potential. It's definitely got that potential. Maybe one here. Here. Here and here. Hard to say. Of course, there would have to be one here. Here as well. That just didn't cast anything at all. There we go. Oh, that one did not turn out where I want it to be. Neither did that one. In the corner here, please. In the corner. In the corner. Okay, the other side's worked, but you're going to be a little bitch about it. There we go. See, that's how you do it. Okay. Maybe some Night Tour up top would have been nice. Let's get some Night Tour in one of those machines so I could just basically show you the conduit flow. Let's run back to the house real quick, and by run I mean just float aimlessly through the air. It's very dangerous by my house, by the way. Very dangerous. Let's get this. Let's see. My Thaumcraft chest full of stuff and random things. Let's get this. Where's that machine? Where did I put the Calfactor? Here we go. And I want to go out during the night because we'll get to see the lights glow. Dun da 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 da. Alright, so I think some Night Tour up top would help the situation. Let's see. Not sure about the Mage Light thing. I may have to change that. But let's anyway. If you have any ideas, you could of course share them. Let's put our machine down there because it won't transfer power until it has something to transfer power to. So, oh yeah. So you can see it's zapping the energy over to our Calfactor, which is a furnace. And since it's within distance of this one, it doesn't transfer to that one, but look at that. Oh yeah. Working as intended. I still have my sense energy. I probably should hit fly first, and then we'll go over here. So you can see there's no deficit. The crystal pillar is working, so these aren't going to explode. You can tell by the teal crystal that they're actually hooked up to something, like they're part of the line. They're actually able to receive power. If they're black, that means they're outside of distance or whatever, so they're not going to receive power from anything. But Does add a little bit of lag, like a bit of a stutter every time it zaps. But yeah, it does work as I intended. And now, if I need to like put them in the house, I could put like another conduit near the house, like its own personal power thingy, its own personal power thing, and then I could put machines inside because it goes through walls, so I don't have to worry about having an open part of the wall or anything. So crazy, I like that. I hope it never changes. I like how they could go through things. Makes it a lot easier. I like that. I like the look at the. I like the look at the power zapping. I'm not so sure about these conduits. At least not with the. It needs something to connect it, I think. What if I just use more of these black markers? They're not difficult to make. Doesn't require anything really. Yeah, then I just. How does it affect the ground lighting? Just a little bit. Not a huge issue. I don't want the whole area to be completely bright. I know that it has the chance of monsters spawning, but there's going to be guards and there's going to be iron golems at various intervals that'll be placing throughout the city to protect it. So there should be plenty of protection, and of course there's always going to be creepers. Uh, but you know, that's that. I like it better with the just the solid and some of these maybe one less. Yeah, I kind of like it like that. Though, yeah, it's simple and effective. If you have any ideas on that, by all means, share. I would like to have some kind of light down here. Maybe the more major lights. Do like the mage light. It's still zapping power to it. And this could be zapping power for quite a while. It looks like it finally stopped. Looks like the thing is now full with power. Yeah, it definitely added a lag issue. Um, but it's still a neat effect. Don't get me wrong, it's neat. So of course we're gonna have to do more. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do all of them like this for now. I kind of wanted to have them floating though. That's the problem. Let's see what we could do. Let's get rid of some of this. That's weird. They kind of look like spawners when they break. If we added a night tour. Oh yeah, the night tour adds a kind of neat effect to it. I think I might just keep it with the night tour. And this is where the I had marked where the beacon actually stops affecting. Yeah, I kind of like going with the night because I wanted them floating. I wanted to kind of have the ground free. So this way they could, if there's parts of the city where I have to have them floating over something, say like you can't just have like a pole in the middle of the road if that should ever happen, or like over there above, like the road over here above that half slabs. It's gonna look awkward having just a random pillar. So I really wanted to have them floating, and I kind of like them like that. Maybe a bit too much. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep messing with these, but for now I'm just gonna do the whole line like this, and we'll fix it later as we go if you all have any ideas or if I have any ideas. The good thing about a progressive city is that, you know, if we decide we don't like something later, we could always come back and change it. But we do need to make progression. So let's go ahead and just do them all like this, and I'll finish them all. I think they actually look kind of neat, to be honest. Magical and neat. This thing is having a very difficult time reaching the sky. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm getting the effects from it, so I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Maybe because there's a lot of effects. Hard to say. I might have to take that into consideration. Not sure why it does that, but anyways, this will have to be that, you know, for now. If we decide, if I come up with something better, I'll change them in the future, but I don't think they look that bad. I may put like a tree between some of them Some, of course, some park benches because we got a little bit of space between them, and you want. And of course, I'll be growing the grass. But before we end this episode, and of course I'll finish the roads. They're not going to stay like this. I know it's ugly. And it can only do so much. I mean, like I said, it takes a while to grow the farms. So yeah, it's a work in progress. That thing's just having a hell of a time. See, there it goes. And well, there it goes. That's that. Before we go, I wanted to show you a neat little device called a magic fabricator. Those, I mean, it's an interesting device. Let's get some power going to it. That's odd. It's going from there to there. See, we got our power working across our power lines. Basically, what this does is it takes energy and creates a recipe. Well, you need a recipe if you open it. Like, say, what, I don't know. Like, well, if I wanted to make stairs, it's kind of a stupid thing, but. And so you can create stairs just like you would any kind of normal recipe. It doesn't cost you any energy just to use it like our normal crafting bench. But what if I wanted to create multiple stairs? What would be the better use? So what we do is we take a button or any kind of flicker switch, stone bricks, and we leave it in there. We don't click this. Put something next to it. As you can see, the essence cost is 270. So what you do is you put a button or something next to it that would, basically anything next to it that'll cause it to activate. Like a lever, if you flick this lever on and off, but it won't stay. So if you just click the button, see, it went into my inventory. Let's see if I can do it from further away. Yeah, see? See, it doesn't have enough energy because it's still charging. But basically what it'll do is it'll use that energy and it'll create that recipe every time you power it. You cannot permanently power and it'll just keep popping out. No, you have to actually flick it every time. So obviously a button in this thing work really well. And it only holds up to a certain amount. You can't create diamond blocks or anything like that. So it's only really more useful for mundane recipes. And it doesn't work with Thaumcraft stuff, so you can't magically create like hard recipes in here from Thaumcraft or anything like that. Like I said, it's only really useful for mundane recipes like stairs, pistons, but still a very useful device. And it's not for free. Like I said, you require energy. I mean, for us, it might as well be free considering we're using the skeleton spawn system to create this power. But still, it requires power, only holds a certain amount. I don't have enough of that, but yeah, a really cool device, and it might cost more for this. Yeah, see, it costs 1,800 to make stone stars, so it could get pretty expensive that you make even simple items, and it only holds, I think, like 15,000 essence cost. So it's not like you're getting items for free, but a good way to, exchange other items, energy for. Well, I don't have enough energy in there, and it takes a while to transfer too, so. It's a pretty balanced item, and it's not as powerful as equivalent exchanges, completely broken ways. Like I said, you have to have power, and it takes a while to transfer that power, and it takes a lot of power to create anything more than basic materials. A good way to get torches, anything really small, signs, stairs, pistons. Of course, pistons are going to be one of the more expensive things. Swords, whatever you might feel like creating. I'd probably use it to make cake, because cake's just an annoying thing. You could do cake, it's going to cost a bit, but a very cool item. Of course, you could increase the storage, I think, or increase the rate it gets. It gets energy from these things. So cool item, could help us build in the future. I'm going to stop it from getting energy because it's just. The fabricator itself is actually a pretty easy recipe too, so it's not too expensive. It's actually just 2 red wool, and obsidian, and 3 wooden planks. Probably could stand to be a bit more expensive, but Ars Magica is a pretty early stage mod. He's been adding more and more to it, but yeah, so today I think we've accomplished a bit. Not as much as we typically do, but I wanted to talk a bit about updating the mods and such. And um, we built our roads. These will be the foundation for which our buildings are off of, and it goes right by our other building there, so that's cool. We created our power conduits. Maybe not the permanent design for them. I don't know yet. But if I figure out something new or somebody suggests something better, then we'll use those. But for now, that's going to have to be it. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Next time, uh, hopefully more of these roads will be finished, and we could actually get starting on building one of the buildings, maybe the potion bar. So our villagers can hang out, drink potions, get under the effects of potion alcoholisms, and various other things. So either way, I hope you all enjoyed the episode. See y'all next